All right, everybody, welcome to another episode, another video. This time, we're going to talk about infinitives. We've already talked about gerunds, and the things that get confused are usually gerunds and infinitives. So today we're going to talk about infinitives only. And to start, the question is, what is an infinitive? And why do we use it? Well, we use infinitives to talk about doing an action. We're not looking at the action alone. We're looking at someone or something doing an action. In terms of what it is, an infinitive is a verb used like a noun. It's different from a gerund. A gerund is an actual noun, and it's created or made from a verb. But an infinitive is still a verb. It's just that we are using it like a noun. So it's not a noun, it's still a verb. Something that might help you, especially when you're trying to figure out if you need to choose between a gerund or an infinitive, something that might help you is that we use it, right? We use our infinitive when something is possible in the future. We haven't done it yet. And as we talk about some of these examples, I'll try to point out this idea, how it hasn't happened yet. We're talking about a specific action that is in the future. So the first thing is our form. How do we make an infinitive? And we start with to and the base form of our verb. So there's no change to the verb. We can have examples like to be, to have, or to run. Okay. To and base form verb. We don't make any changes to the verb. So, for example, she wanted me to arrive early. She, here is our subject. It's a pronoun. What's wanted? Wanted is our main verb. And of course we have an object. Right? She wanted who? Me. She wanted me. But now she wanted me to do something. She wanted me to do an action. What action? Arrive. And this is our infinitive. She wanted me to arrive early. Okay. So, what's early? That's right, it's our adverb. She wanted me to do something. She wanted me to arrive. Have I done it yet? No, I haven't. And so this is this idea of being a future action that's possible. She wanted me to arrive early. Okay. We also have a negative form. And even though our infinitive is a verb, we have a different negative form. We use not to plus our base form verb. And the thing to remember is that not goes with the infinitive. It goes before the infinitive, but it stays with the infinitive. It does not go to our main verb. We also do not use the auxiliary do. In most sentences, I ran or I didn't run. With our negative infinitive, it's just not. So for example, she asked me, okay, she, again, is the subject. Now we have asked as our main verb. She asked me, right, our object. And now she asked me not to do an action. So the negative, she asked me not to come, infinitive, late. Okay, she asked me not to come late. Okay. Here, the next point is that certain verbs can be followed by an infinitive. So we cannot use any verb and have the infinitive after. It's only certain verbs. And in your grammar book, it's Appendix 14 on page A7. Another example. So we already have asked. I asked her to turn off her phone. So again, asked is the verb. And now, our infinitive here is turn off. Turn off is a phrasal verb, and I can make it an infinitive. If you're not sure about phrasal verbs, that's okay. We will talk about them later. So I asked her to turn off her phone, or she told him to relax. And to relax is our infinitive. But now look at what happens if we make a mistake. She told him relaxing. We cannot use the gerund here. The gerund is not correct. We can only put the infinitive after the verb. Okay. So that's the beginning of infinitives. Next, we'll look at a few different uses of infinitives.